Hi, I'm Christa Jacobson, head mistress of the Budo, where we teach authentic ninjutsu and classical samurai bujutsu. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's the ancient martial arts of the ninja and samurai. In today's video, we're going to be talking about motivation. How to maintain motivation. Things you can do to focus your mind on staying dedicated to what it is that you are trying to accomplish. Right? We're going to talk about how you can embrace the grind and not fail to it. That is what we're going to be talking about today. Now, before we begin, I always give a shout out to all of my new viewers. So if this is the first video that you guys have seen of me, my name is Christa Jacobson. I'm the head mistress of the Budo, which means School of the Warrior Way. We teach koryu ninjutsu and koryu bujutsu, so the ancient martial arts of the ninja and samurai. This organization does have other areas of focus, such as reality-based self-defense, weapons training and tactics, concealed carry, survival skills, martial arts theory, thought and philosophy, martial arts conditioning. If any of these topics interest you at all, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the bell. I do post 2 to 3 videos every single week, so if you're interested in any of those topics, please subscribe, click the bell, and keep up with what we're doing. So this last weekend I posted a video on one of our private student Kuden pages as a congratulations to one of the students we have here at the Ninpo. He made it to the rank of brown belt. In that particular video, I had said, congratulations, 99% of the people do not even get a brown belt. They quit way before they even get to brown belt. I'm not talking about black belt, I mean brown belt. In this organization, 99% of the people who start will quit before they even get to brown belt. And I made that particular comment, and that right there students started asking questions. Well, why do people quit? Why don't they stick with it? And this is what spurred today's video. Now, in that particular private video that I posted on the student Kuden page, I also talked about statistics. I want to share some of those statistics with you because I know a lot of you guys are Budo students and supporters, and I think you guys can benefit from it. I developed the Budo almost 20 years ago, and in that time, I've been teaching professionally worldwide to thousands of people the art of ninjutsu. Now, inside all of these years that I've been teaching, thousands and thousands have joined this particular organization. And without doubt, 99% of the people who have joined this organization have quit before they've got their brown belt. Now, I also want to point out that this organization is not a black belt mill at all. In fact, out of all the years that I've been teaching ninjutsu worldwide, I've only awarded 13 black belt ranks in all of those years. And in fact, out of those 13 individuals that have been awarded a black belt from me, 2 of those individuals have been dismissed from this organization because of dishonorable conduct. Their ranks have been taken. For those of you guys who are in traditional Japanese martial arts, you know that this is an act of hamon, which means excommunication, and they've been dismissed from the organization and their ranks have been pulled. So at this point, even in all the years that I've been teaching ninjutsu professionally worldwide, I've only awarded 13 ranks, 13 black belt ranks, and only 11 of them are now recognized. So my point is, this is not a black belt mill at all. Now, because this is not a black belt mill, this might be one of the reasons why so many people quit this particular organization. Let's be honest, there's lots of people out there that are not good martial arts teachers. All they do is hand people rank, and give them really fancy certificates, buy a black belt in the mail, we'll send you the black belt on an honor system, and all that kind of crap that I absolutely disagree with, but that's what they do to stay in business. They just throw people rank because those people give them money. So this organization here, when I say 99% of the people quit before they get to brown belt, it's absolutely true. One of the reasons they quit before they get to brown belt is because this is not a black belt mill. I'm expecting people to do the physical requirements, the sparring, the grappling, learning the arts, repetition of training, pushing themselves to the grind, staying motivated, staying on task, making goals, and that is very hard for many individuals. But there are lots of people that are motivated and lots of people that do want to stay dedicated to the way. They want to stay dedicated to these 7 traditions that we have here within the Budo. So the question is, what can you do to stay dedicated and focused on the way? What can you do to stay focused on your goals so you can complete the objectives of that of which you want? This is going to be what we're going to be talking about today. Now, the last thing any of you guys want to be is a martial art joke. Let's just be honest. There's so many people out there that are jack of all trades, master of none. They've got 10 different first-degree black belts and they can't fight themselves out of a wet paper bag, right? We all know that a first-degree black belt just means you know the basics of something. It's not a high rank at all. It is not a master level rank. Someone who has a second-degree black belt in one art is more skilled than someone that has 2 first-degree black belts in another. That's just the way it is. Now, the majority of people in the world don't know that. They tend to think more is better, but more is not better. Better is better. And if you have one art that you can kind of go up the ladder in 2nd degree, 3rd degree, 4th degree, 5th degree, that is symbolic of a very skilled martial artist. Not the person that does this, okay, knows the basics, quits, does this, knows the basics, quits, does that, knows the basics, quits. I mean, what you want to stay away from is that. We want to get away from the jack of all trades, master of none. The first thing you guys are going to have to come up with is embrace the grind. The grind is what happens after the newness wears off. You guys, everyone likes to learn new techniques. That's why the majority of people watching this video right now has probably stopped watching, because they don't give a shit about being motivated towards training. They want to learn 1,000 different ways to do a wrist lock, how to do a punch, or how to do a throw. They really don't care about actually being good. It's for some reason they believe that having more knowledge about something means that they can do something, and we all know that that's just simply not true. So the first thing that you have to do is embrace the grind. The grind is what happens when the newness wears off, and at that point you have to take those particular techniques that you learned and repetition after repetition, day after day, continue to keep doing the moves over and over so that they become a neurological response in a fast-paced, violent situation. That's what you're trying to develop, is you want to develop a neurological response, a physical reaction to something that's happening, and you want to be able to do that without thinking. And the only way you can do that is constant repetition and constant training. You have to embrace the grind and keep pushing through it. You also need to understand that pain is a great teacher. Many times people start training in the martial arts and we start doing sparring. They have their hands here like this because that's what they see in the movies, you know, down here, and they're dancing around, and then all of a sudden, bam, they get hit in the head because they don't keep their hands up. Well, they get smacked in the head and punched in the mouth or in the nose, and they catch one. They learn real quick that hurts. So because of pain, now they keep their hands up where they're supposed to keep them and not down here by their belly button, right? So pain is a great teacher, and the more that you can teach your body to accept pain and work through pain, the better your ability is going to be effective in reality-based self-defense. When people are working out, why do people quit working out in health and fitness? Because it hurts. They don't like the pain. Push-ups hurt, squats hurt, sit-ups hurt, doing cardiovascular, it hurts. You get sore. They don't want to be sore. They quit. They can't deal with pain. That's why there are so many people who are out of shape and overweight. They don't want to deal with pain. They don't want to push themselves to be better. Martial arts is the same way. You have to deal with pain. You're going to get punched, you're going to get kicked, you're going to get thrown, you're going to get locked. You're going to deal with lots of different repetition. Through repetition, your muscles and tendons and ligaments and soft tissue, it's going to get sore. That soreness is going to build strength, but so many people don't want to deal with pain. So it's not just embracing the grind and knowing that you're going to have to go day in and day out, constantly doing repetition of moves to develop a quick neurological response to a particular violent action. You're also going to have to understand that you have to push through the pain. Another thing you need to really focus on is you are the only one responsible for your success. You're it. No one else is responsible for your success. If you want to be successful, you need to get off your ass and be successful. You're the one that needs to put in the hard work. You're the one that has to push yourself through the grind. You're the one that has to push yourself through the pain. And making excuses and taking days off is not going to get you to where you want to be. So always remember, you are the one responsible for your success. No one's opinion on the internet is going to stop you from succeeding. Right? There is no opinion out there. There's nothing out there that's going to stop you from being successful except you. You are the only one responsible for your success. And if you are not successful in the area that you want to be successful in, it's because you haven't put in enough work. So always keep that in mind. You are the one that's responsible for your success. I say to all my students all the time, you have to train more days on than off. Let's just be real, there's 7 days a week, and the 7 days a week ratio to the 7 traditions is there for a reason. And for those of you guys who knew the esoteric aspect of training within the Budo, you guys understand why. However, if you just look at the basic fundamental idea of training, and you guys look at, okay, we have to train more days on than day off to get a result, let me explain it real quick. If you guys want to lose weight and you want to start dieting to lose weight, you can't diet 2 days and then take 5 days where you eat what you want. If you eat what you want on 5 days, the 2 days that you diet won't matter. If you guys want to start bodybuilding and you train 2 days and you take 5 days off, it won't matter. There are more days that you're not bodybuilding than the days that you are bodybuilding. So when you are doing something, whatever you're doing more of is the way that your body is going to be. So if you're training in martial arts and you're trying to develop skills to be effective and have a neurological response to be effective in a violent, intense self-defense and survival situation, you have to train more days on than off. So 4 days on, 3 days off is the bare minimum for training, minimum of training. You should be training at least 5 days on, 2 days off. That's the more preferred way of training, especially when you're doing some of the harder combative aspects of training. 5 to 2 ratio is going to be way more effective than a 4 to 3 ratio. But anything less than a 4 to 3 ratio, you're probably not going to get the benefits that you want to be. Know that because, again, you are the one responsible for your success. One of the biggest excuses I get all the time is, Sensei, I don't have any time. I don't have that kind of time. Okay, well, let's talk about time. Again, 7 days in a week, right? So there's 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. So if you take 24 hours times 7, you get 168. 168 hours in the week. Once you work your 40, you've got 128 hours in a week. Now you guys probably sleep 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day times 7 days a week is 56. So when you look at 168 hours in a week, you subtract 40 hours for working, and then you subtract 56 hours for sleeping, you still have 72 hours left. 72 hours left. I'm saying find 5. Some of you guys are going to say, well, I don't work 40 hours a week. I work 60 hours a week. Okay, that's fine. You have 52 hours left in this week. You just need 5. You have just as many hours in a week to be successful as every other person that's successful. The problem is you're not using that time wisely to be successful. The next excuse I get all the time is, oh, Sensei, when I get home from work, I'm just so tired. Oh, I've worked a long day. I worked 10 hours all day and I'm just so tired. Okay, well, fine, you're tired. You're never going to be a black belt. You're absolutely never going to be a black belt if you can't do that. Pushing yourself through the grind, that's part of training. So what? So you're tired and someone jumps you, oh, just take my wallet, take my car, I don't care, I'm too tired, I'm not going to fight for it anyway. If you're not going to fight, you're not going to fight. If you seriously can't go to your job and work whatever it is that you do, you're not going to work 8 to 10 hours a day, come home and train, well then don't expect to be like, oh, I'm so tired, oh, you're going to jump me for my money? Just take my car, take my wallet, take my house, I'm just too tired to deal with this shit. The reality of it is, if you're making excuses, you're never going to be successful. If you're the person that's going to say, I'm too tired after work to train, you will never be a black belt in this organization. You can be a black belt in all the other organizations. Shit, they give participation awards. They send you black belts in the mail based on the honor system. All those organizations will definitely give you black belts. I won't. If you're going to be a black belt here, you have to push yourself through the grind. You have to constantly do repetition, build neurological response, build applicable skills. Invite pain into training. Learn how to deal with pain and keep pushing through that. Part of pain and part of the grind is training, even the days you don't want to train. So with all of this, what can you do to be better? Set goals. Every single week, put down goals. I need to train, do this on Monday, do this on Tuesday, do this on Wednesday. These are my daily goals. These are my weekly goals. This is my monthly goal. Set goals. Goals where you can see constant success. You're hitting your goals daily, weekly, monthly. That's it. And you constantly stick to that. Set goals. Understand that it's going to be hard, but doing it through those days where you're tired or you're sore, those are the days that you're going to get a benefit. Those are the days where you truly understand your body and you're developing applicable skills to be able to utilize those skills in a reality-based self-defense situation. Make sure that you incorporate your workout with your martial arts. Don't think to yourself, well, I got to go to the gym over here and work out, and then I got to go over here and do martial arts. Especially if you guys are in the online dojo. You guys should be working on, okay, here's the kamae drills and the position drills. Now I'm going to go work on these weight training exercises. Come back and do blocking drills. Now I'm going to do these weight training exercises. Go over here and do striking drills. Then go do these exercises. Go do your kicking drills. And then come over and do these exercises. You can incorporate the martial arts with your conditioning. And that's what's also going to help you stay motivated, because if you want to do the martial arts, but you're really not that motivated doing the weight training and cardio, by incorporating them and bouncing back and forth and doing supersets and trisets and things like that, that's also going to help you be more efficient with the time that you have. And it's going to help you get everything done. So understand, not just make a plan, but come up with a program that's going to be efficient for you, the time that you have, and to meet the goals that you're trying to meet. And as ridiculous as it sounds, when you guys are working on your kata, make sure that you always use visualization. When you're doing the kata, envision the guy coming at you with this particular attack. You do the technique. They come at you with this attack, you do this technique. They do this attack, you do this technique. This is the environment, this is the situation, you do these skills. Whether you're working on concealed carry with edged weapons, concealed carry with firearms, empty-handed combat with your taijutsu, kempo, and jujutsu skills, whatever it is you're doing here within the Budo Kai, always use visualization to help train the mind to be able to react appropriately in the situation of that you're training for. So there's today's video. I hope that you guys got something out of it. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like I said, I do post 2 to 3 videos every single week. If you guys are interested in training in authentic ninjutsu and classical samurai bujutsu, please check out our website at budo-ninjutsu.com. There you guys can see the 7 traditions, the different philosophies and strategies that we teach. If you don't live next to one of our schools, you guys can always join the Budo online ninjutsu dojo and start training with us that way. So thank you guys very much for your love and support. I deeply appreciate it. Until next time, take care, be safe, and good luck in your journey of Budo. Bye.